Hello and welcome, everybody. I am so excited that you're here. I'm Andrea Amador. I'm an author and a speaker, and I brought you here because I wanted to teach you about grants. I don't know if you know about grants, but they are such a huge help for you if you're having problems financially. We're going through a really, really tough time with unemployment, just the bottom coming out of unemployment, and so many millions of people not working and struggling, unable to pay rent, utilities, even put food on the table. Okay. I wanted to share this with you because I have been able to successfully get thousands of dollars worth of grants last year, and I continue to be able to get grants. And the reason why is because there's a little bit of a story. Um, I had, due to COVID, my income just completely dropped out from under me. And all of a sudden, my husband and I went from being a two income household to one income. And we couldn't afford to pay the rent or the bills. We were about to be evicted. It was a really, really scary place. And a friend had said to me, "Hey, why don't you check out grants?" And oh my God, I did. And I'm so excited that I did. So, what I want to share with you, hey, Julie, it's so great to see you here. Thank you for being here. What I want to share with you today specifically was how to use Google to find grants. Because, oh my God, I don't know if you know this, but if you go on Google and you're looking for grants for COVID, in fact, let me share my screen just a moment. If you're looking for grants for COVID, it's crazy out there because, sorry about that. It's crazy out there because you will find, I'm in my Grants Made Easy with Andrea Amador Facebook group. And if you're not yet a member, come on and join, okay? I want you to look at this. You should be able to see my screen. And it is a screenshot that I took today. And I did a quick search for grants for COVID just on Google, just doing a check to see what would I find without doing a more specified targeted search. Oh my God. It is 1,640,000,000 results. That means that you would need to comb through 1,640,000,000 links to find what you're looking for. Oh, I don't know if you got that kind of time. I don't. That's crazy. So that's why I want to introduce you to Google Alerts. First of all, there's two ways of using Google. We're going to go to Google. Okay. And here, we're going to do the same thing, grants for COVID, right? And I'm going to show you again. It's even higher. Oh my God. It's 1,700,000, no, 1,770,000,000 results. That's crazy. What that means to you is that if you don't know what you're looking for in terms of grants, and let's step back a moment and let me explain to you what grants are. Grants are a way of using the government's money. The government has money programs set in place to help the citizens of the United States. Now, I know it may seem insane and crazy, but it's true. And ultimately, the reason why is because by lifting up the people of the United States, it brings back the economy. It helps people. Ultimately, the whole goal is to get the economy rolling, to get people to pay their taxes, and to move things along. So it's kind of like one hand washes the other. So there's this incredible system, and it has gone on for years to your benefit, to my benefit, and we don't know about it. The reason why is because the government does not advertise. This is all done internally. It is done through a system of using the aid of nonprofit organizations, community organizations, local, state, all of these people come together for the purpose of disseminating and helping to get people aid through programs. The way that it works is the government gives block grants to an organization. So let's say in this case, there is during the Trump administration, $26 billion was allotted by Congress for a program called the Emergency Rental Assistance Program. And you need to know about this because if right now you are struggling with rent, if you're behind in rent, if you have no idea how you're going to pay your rent, and you're afraid of being evicted, then you must apply to the Emergency Rental Assistance Program. And by using Google Alerts, you can do a targeted search to find not only your state, but also your county. You can find where in your county you can go for assistance. So here we go. Looking back at my screen, okay, looking back on my screen, so it says 1,770,000,000 results. So we don't want that. That's just crazy. So, whoops. So what you're going to do, let's do that again. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on Tools, and over here underneath where it says anytime and all results, you are going to change this. You do not want grants that started at the end of time and that this old information and media coverage and all of that is still showing up in the feed. You don't want that at all. So what you want is you want to find grants within, let's say, the past month or past week. All right. So as you look, as I scroll, you will see that the dates on these, look, September 9th, U.S. Department of Education announces new grant program. Legion posts COVID-19 assistance grants available. USDA invests $700 million in grants to provide relief to farms. All these dates are within the past month. Let's scroll a little bit further. Okay, so August 24th, September 8th, 7 hours ago. All right, so now when you do that, you still have to actually scroll through and look for the results that you want to find in order to go through and discover grant opportunities that are available to you. However, there is a much smarter way of doing this. And the way to do that is come with me. This is to set up a Google alert. So you're going to go to google.com alerts. And what you're going to do is you're going to set up an alert. So let's say that you live in the state of Missouri. So, whoops, Missouri. Missouri Emergency Rental Assistance Program. All right. So you're going to click on Create Alert. So let's say, and I don't know if this is a county, but say Downton County. Let's say that's your county. So you're looking for Downton County rental assistance grants, and you create an alert for that. COVID-19. I'm a New Yorker, so I have my alert set for New York Rent Resolution Fund. That's one of the funds and grants available that I've learned about. So let me check in with you and see if you have any questions, and I want to welcome you too. Okay. Okay. Hi, Julie. Does anybody have any questions? And I want to know too if you've been able to get all of the information. Have you been able to see my screen? All right. Now, then this is step 2. Anybody who, yes, you can see my screen. So good. Okay. So now that is the first step. You want to find out what's there so that you could start to cut through all of the clutter, because there's so much information out there for grants. Like you saw it, 1,770,000,000 links that refer to grants. Now, no questions yet. I can see you. Oh, good. I'm glad. Okay. So that is a lot of links, and you cannot possibly go through them all. So I am going to leave this. I'm going to leave this video for you. And in fact, I'm going to create another video that's even more specific. But I want you to use the Google alerts that I showed you. And by going to alerts.google.com and setting it up, deciding, writing your state, the name of your county, and if you're looking for rent grants, then add rent grants. If you're looking for utilities assistance, add utilities assistance. If whatever it is that you're looking for, if you're looking for social services, if you're looking for assistance with fuel bills, whatever it is. Now, here is the big thing. What you have to do is you've got to use your phone. Who do you call? Ah, the people who you call are going to be the bureaucrats that I was just mentioning when I started this stream with you. I was telling you how there are programs in place and there are people within organizations that help to dispense the programs so that they can get the funds to the people who need them, us. All right. Right now, because of COVID, the to be eligible for public assistance, the eligibility income level is like at its highest. I know it's at least $100,000, a person earning $100,000 or less. Now, that's not across the board. There will be some individual programs that have a different cap, like social services will have a different cap. But in order to be eligible for many of the COVID relief programs, you can be earning $100,000 or less. So what you need to do is you need to make phone calls to your local representatives. These organizations, your politicians, this whole system works on the basis of a complete nonpartisan approach. So don't worry if you didn't vote for your representatives. Don't worry if don't feel like you have to say anything complimentary to them. Nothing. They are actually there in their posts doing, fulfilling their service because of you. You are a constituent of theirs. Whether or not you voted for them, it does not matter. To them, you are a constituent of theirs. And because of that, your needs are important to them. So here's how you get in touch with your representatives. I want you to go here. I think I'm going to have to share my screen one more time. Okay. All right. Now, commoncause.org. That is COMMONCAUSE.org. Commoncause.org is the place, the website where you're going to go to find all of your representatives from President Biden on down to your local officials, your two senators and congressmen. What you need to do in order to be able to get the assistance that you need is you need to start to make make a little noise. You need to call these people so that you can become part of, so that you could be top of mind for them, so that they could be thinking about you as a real person and not a number. So here we are on this site. You see where it says find your representatives. You're going to click on that. And over here, wait a minute, let me go back a little bit. Okay. So here, in your state. So I want you to choose your state. So let's say you live in the state of Connecticut. You're going to click on Find Your Representatives. Ah, my apologies. Okay, so here, in this case, what you have to do is you have to input your address. So what I've done is I've input a mailing address in Kansas City, Missouri. So we're going to use Kansas City, Missouri as an example. So I'm going to submit that, and that will show all of the representatives. One of my members in Grants Made Easy with Andrea Amador inquired about their leadership, their elected officials in Kansas City, in Missouri. So this is for you. All right, so it indicates that the president is Joe Biden, and the U.S. Senator is Roy Blunt. And you keep going down. So let's take a look at Roy Blunt, okay? Let's look at his homepage. What you want to do is when you're going to make a phone call to your representatives, you want to get to know them a little bit. You want to get a sense of what it is, what causes, and how, what direction they're moving in terms of what focus they have for their service. So let's see. Working for Missouri. All right. Grant information. Let's just keep it that. guidance and key resources to help eligible grant seekers. That's not telling me too much. Let's go to issues. Better. All right, so we know that for Senator Roy Blunt, jobs and economy is very important. Veterans, very important. So if you happen to be a veteran and you are seeking assistance, when you make that phone call, you are definitely going to say, I am a veteran and I need help with paying my rent. I've fallen behind in rent. I'm inquiring about the emergency rental assistance program. And I know that I'm coming at you with a ton of information. And what I want to do is I want to help you out by slowing it down a little bit, by telling you, don't worry about it. You don't have to rush and scribble everything down because I've put this all into a very, very concise mini course just for you. So at the end, I'll share with you the link for the free mini course and you can get it. So in the link in the mini course, I actually have a very simple script that I myself used when I was in need looking for rent assistance. I called my senator, and that was amazing. Okay, so back to this. Also, in the mini course, I have another segment of the course teaching you how to organize your contacts, how to organize all of the contacts for your grant search. Because if you're relying on random pieces of paper and post-it notes and notebooks and wondering, where did I put that? And like going crazy, that's just nuts. And you're just creating more insanity for yourself. So I show you in a video exactly how to use Google Sheets to create a spreadsheet to put everything in one place so that you'll have your script. So let's just say you're going to contact Senator Roy Blunt. You're going to say, okay, on Monday, September 18th, contact Roy Blunt. I spoke with his aide, Patricia, okay? She said, call back on Thursday. So put all of that information in. And as I said, I will give you very specific directions in the mini course. You can find the mini course in my website. It's andreaamador.com/grants made easy. And I will put that link in the link for you so that you'll be able to find that. So let me check back in and see if anybody has any questions. Okay. Hey! Does anybody have any questions? Was everybody able to see the screen? Does anybody have any questions? Yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yes, that's where you can find the link to my mini course. It's andreaamador.com/grants made easy. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any questions about contacting your local representatives? How about any questions about setting up a Google alert? Or just using Google in general and using that advanced search tool? Do you feel confident being able to do that? Okay, I'll be patient. All right. So I just want to check in with you and see if there's anything that I can answer, any questions that I can answer for you. And of course, if you miss this stream, don't worry about it. All the information is going to be replayed on my blog. It's going to be on the Facebook group. And if you're not yet a member, you definitely want to become a member. It's facebook.com/groups. Andrea, you know what? I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to have to find out and send the link to you. Do you need to be late on rent payment to be eligible for help? Yes, you do. For the Emergency Rental Assistance Program, you need to have arrears, which means you need to be owing a certain portion of your rent. It doesn't have to be all a whole month's rent or more, but at least some portion of it. So, yes, thank you very much. I appreciate your reminder. Thank you. I'm not seeing anybody's name. It's just saying Facebook user. So if you want me to recognize you and say, hey, just let me know. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Um, some very sweet friend shared my Facebook group. It is facebook.com/groups/grants made easy with Andrea Amador. It has been such a pleasure talking to you today, and I look forward to doing weekly streams with you. Hi, Dante. Hey, Angela. I look forward to doing weekly streams with you because it is so important to be able to cut through the clutter of grants and target your time so that you're not wasting it. You know, let me see. Julie says, can we apply for rental assistance to more than one place that we find in? Yes, yes. You can definitely, Julie, you can definitely apply to more than one place. So you can apply to the Emergency Rental Assistance Program. You can apply to a county program in your local area. You can also get assistance through a nonprofit. Um, uh, Basically, what happened for me is once I was directed, I learned all about grants through my mentor. His name is Matthew Lesko, and Matthew is amazing. When a friend directed me to check out grants, I found Matthew's information on YouTube and instantly was reminded of him and his reputation back in the 90s. I used to purchase his books on grants and see infomercials and see him on Oprah and things like that. And at that time, last July, when I was looking for information on grants, I started going through, hey, yes, Matthew Lesko. I started going through his YouTube channel, Matthew Lesko, and I was just astonished by the quality of information and the generosity of, caring and just giving so much of his time and his love. And so that's why in my group I share a lot of information of Matthew's, because he has been doing this for over 50 years. He's 78 years old now. You may remember him. He's the guy in the question mark suit. But anyway, I share this with you because I know what it's like to have a really, really hard time and to struggle and not know how you're going to pay your rent and how you're going to make ends meet. So, since I have been able to successfully get thousands of dollars worth of grants by following what I learned through watching Matthew's videos and later joining his group, I want to share it with you. And the key to your success is make phone calls. The first person that I contacted was my senator and my congressman. I got no response whatsoever from my congressman or assembly member, but my senator was like striking gold. It was through my senator that we set up an intake and they talked to me to find out what it was that I needed, what kind of help. They introduced me to other organizations. One of them was Catholic Charities. And within a day after I did an intake with Catholic Charities and shared all of my financial information and everything, within a day, I had gotten notice that they were going to pay 1 month of my $1,800 rent, which was a huge relief. And then soon after, a local housing organization gave me another $500. Now, when I say gave me, in this particular case, since these were rent relief grants, that money went direct to my landlord. But as I mentioned, grants is a way of using the government's money programs to pick you up and to help you out. And gosh, we have only just begun the conversation, but I'm going to have to run. If you want to continue to learn more about grants, then please join my Grants Made Easy with Andrea Amador Facebook group. Let me just check. Julie. Julie says, I was on unemployment till it ended. She's single and self-employed. I got a car title loan back 6 months ago, trying to keep my bills paid. I got behind on that and woke up today to my vehicle being repoed. What can I do, if anything? Julie, I think see if you can possibly contact your senator, your congressman, any one of the local politicians. In addition, this is a huge thing. 211.org is a national service. It is run by the United Way. There are chapters throughout the United States. Basically, the United Way has people on it's a 24-hour service. The people will help you find grants at no cost. You call, you ask for help, and people will help you. Not all the time, okay? In grant searching, you're going to have to develop a little bit of a tough skin because you will get a little bit of pushback sometimes and you will have to deal with rejection, but like keep on pushing, keep on pushing. You can do it. My experience was with 211 when I first called them. I got a young guy who clearly didn't know what he was doing. And then I tried again and I got somebody who was really great, knew exactly how to direct me. So 211.org, it's not 211.com. So I just want to say thank you so much for spending your time with me. And please go to my site, andreaamador.com/grants made easy and get your free mini course so that you could learn specifically how to start getting grants. And in that course, because I'm an author, I have set it up so that it is self-paced, and I have three PDFs, and I'm sorry, 2 PDFs and 1 video. And the whole idea is to get you to implement as you move along and you learn information, to implement and to do it. So I want to thank you for spending time with me. I loved being with you and hope to see you in my Grants Made Easy Facebook group. Have a great day. Bye now.